Hello, hello. How are you today? Please, the stage is all yours. Tell us your story.
Thanks, Marisol. Thanks, Marisol, for this nice intro, and welcome to Results of Collaboration. I think that the question that Marisol was asking, it's about open innovation and what is happening really in this kind of methodologies about innovation. And that's something that Danny and me, we were thinking beginning of this year. We went one day, and we were asking ourselves, hey, we have read lots of books about innovation, but don't you think that there is still a gap between how corporate innovators they are innovating and how the books and everything that is like said is doing in that way?
Yeah, I remember, and it's pretty cool because collaboration is about getting coffees with people. We met, we developed a strong relationship like 2,000 summits ago, and we read a lot. And a lot of the books that are out there is about the why you need to innovate. And I think we're in the century 2021, and we know we need to innovate already. But there is so little about the how companies are actually doing it. They have been doing it for years already, 6 years, 5 years, 10 years. And there is this challenge. So we decided to interview more than 100 innovation directors to learn how they are doing it actually.
Yeah, it was a really challenge that at that moment we didn't know what kind of thing we were doing. But yeah, that was the moment that 100 Innovation Story was born. It was like a book in order to collect more than 100 points of view about innovation directors, digital transformation, human resources directors, to know how really corporate innovation is doing at this moment.
And don't forget, Chris, about the word global. We are in Spain, we're in Madrid, and we always look at Silicon Valley, Israel, at this kind of areas to look for innovation. But innovation is bigger than that. We have gone to South Africa, to Asia, to Latin America, to Southeast Asia, to a lot of places, and we have found very creative way of people doing innovation in those latitudes.
Yeah, innovation, as you well know, innovation can emerge every place. So you have to know where to go to try to emerge that innovation. And don't forget, Danny, the word ecosystem. Corporate innovation is not just about corporates, it's also about ecosystem, as here we know. So what we are doing is also with sharing best practices, how to build a CVC, how to improve POCs, how to also co-invest with other corporates. That's something that ecosystem players are sharing with us, and as well, for example, how to build a rich ecosystem, as Sami well know.
It was a great research, but we are not here to talk about a book that's going to be published in February 2022. It's going to be super good, I'm pretty sure. We're here to talking about research. So we run a survey to more than 100 innovation directors. It was 50 questions, very quantitative. And guess what? Like a lot of people has answered. So we have a lot of insight. We process that information, and we got these great insights of what is happening today in the corporate world.
Yeah, I think that most of you have a bookmark. In the bookmark, we are now presenting like 3 flashes, 3 insights of this survey that we have done and this research. But in the bookmark, you can also subscribe and download the full report. So it's plenty of different flashes of how really corporate innovation is taking place. So yeah, let's go with the first one.
Yeah.
The first one that we saw is that innovation is a key leverage of how corporates are doing its strategy. Innovation is the way in which a strategy is being agile.
And it means we always complain on innovation directors, but the CEO and the innovation department of the board of directors and the innovation department are getting very close, like very, very close. Innovation director used to report to technology, marketing, operations, but we see that today most of them are reporting straight to the CEO. And something that is important, like they're actually getting together to define their challenges. So there is a conversation. It's something that wasn't happening before. So actually, it looks pretty optimistic, the future for innovation.
Yeah, and it's not just that. I will say that often something that we saw on the research is that previously innovation was it was an initiative in order to find new ideas, new incremental projects, find new business model, but now it's more than that. Now it's a tool that the corporate has in order to gain speed of the strategy of the company. And we are seeing this on the chart. The companies are now reviewing its challenge less and less time. Previously it was more than a year, now it's less than 12 months, and in some companies, they are even doing that between 3 and 6 months.
Let's go for the second one, like the second flash, the second insights. And it looks quite straightforward. It means as long as you're doing innovation, you're getting better at it.
But Danny, that's not something, that's common sense. What corporates that haven't done corporate innovation, or they want to do that, we can say to them?
I think we know that this thing called second but better in innovation, it just doesn't work. I mean, you need to start, and you need to start now. If you haven't started doing innovation, you're quite late already. So we can see this, just to put an example, when we talk about corporate cultures. Everybody that starts, they want to create this thing called a culture of innovation inside the companies. But the ones that have been doing this for the last 5-6 years, they are not doing that anymore. They are doing very specific things, like a data-driven culture, a digital culture, a customer-centric culture.
Yeah, and not forget, because you always forget this one, that they are setting like a portfolio of incentives. I mean, once that you have this kind of maturity in the corporation, you know that you have to incentivize and motivate innovation, and just you have to set this kind of portfolio. And that's not all, because what also we have seen, as you can see on the chart, it's what Marisol is saying before about open innovation. In order to deal with open innovation, you have to formalize that kind of mechanism. And there are several formulas. I mean, and you have to like look for the right one for you. It could be venture client. It could be like doing a scouting with an innovation platform, such as South Summit or other ones. But you have to to go, try, evolve, and look for that one. And that's something that companies that are starting with innovation should know.
And let's go with the last insight. The last insight is, we talk a lot about entrepreneurship. I mean, collaboration within the company. But most of companies are not getting the full potential of it.
Yeah, that was surprising. On one hand, we have seen so many corporates doing this kind of entrepreneurship programs. So you can say entrepreneurship is something that it's really, I would say, quite common. But at the same time, as we are seeing also on the chart, I mean, they are doing initiatives about entrepreneurship, but they don't have like formal processes in order to have like an end-to-end process about how to manage entrepreneurship. And it's because it's not also one of the top priorities of the companies, I would say.
It's quite impressive because we say we're experts in entrepreneurship. Almost everybody's doing something, but most companies doesn't have a formal process on that. And I will say, like the one that have it, we also find that they are getting a lot of results in terms of more money, more business, better culture, I mean, better innovation in terms of the company.
Yeah, and we have brought to the table one example. It's part of 101 Innovation Storage. This is All Mutual Zimbabwe. It's a company, it's one of the largest financial groups in Africa. And we here have the innovation manager, Aneso Mutasa, who is going to, in just 1.5 minutes, is going to share its experience in entrepreneurship.
Let's see, Aneso.
Click it.
Well, let's.
Hello there, my name is Anisum Tasa. I am the Innovation Manager at Old Mutual Zimbabwe, which is one of the largest integrated financial services provider within Zimbabwe. My mission within the company is to make sure that we cultivate a culture of innovation and promote it within the organization. And recently, we held the Internal Innovation Challenge, which was promoting entrepreneurship amongst the staff members. And out of it, we were very happy that we got 5 successful prototypes, and we've implemented 3 of them successfully within the organization. And what you'll see is there was greater participation from the staff members and more enthusiasm when it came to innovation, as we gave them big rewards such as iPhones, iPads, and cash rewards to make sure that we are recognizing and really rewarding innovation. And we have our second innovation challenge coming up, and we have also seen great enthusiasm amongst the staff. We've also been profiled within the national newspapers for this innovation culture that we are cultivating within the organization. So this has become a huge part of our culture transformation piece, and we're excited about what's to come next. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anesu, in the distance, for sharing your inspirational case. This is one of the, well, those are 3 of the flashes that we have on the report. In order to subscribe, here you have the QR. You can also visit our website, and it's like 10 top flashes about how corporate innovation is nowadays.
Yeah, in the same website, you can check about when the book is going to be published, and also about a community of innovation directors called Area 101 that you will find there.
Thanks so much.
Well, guys, we have a community, we have innovation, we have learnings, and now you have a beautiful report to download.